Welcome to Cricket Mythbusters 2.0. In today's video, we are going to be covering myths surrounding hitting the ball over the top, rotating the ball down to third man, and the ideal grip and stance. When it comes to the stance and the grip, there is the textbook way of doing it. And a lot of coaches teach their young players to do it exactly according to the textbook. We do not agree with this. What we do not want to teach is robots, because each player is an individual and different things are going to work for different players. When it comes to the textbook with the grip, we've all heard make the 2 V's with your hands and then line it up with a splice in the shoulder of the bat, and then going from there, making sure the hands are 1 finger grip apart. This is perfectly textbook, but I know a lot of players that have a slight rotation in the hands where it becomes more comfortable and allows them more freedom in their swing at later stages. When it comes to the stance itself, we're always taught to have our feet exactly shoulder width apart, with the toes pointing across towards point and towards cover, and then nice and upright with the head over the shoulder. What this does is it forces us into a very upright and stationary, stagnant position. Some players want to have a little bit more bend in the knee to allow them to have more movement, and some players need to open their stance a bit to give their head more vision towards the ball. At the same time, you can also have your weight shifted slightly forward to allow you that more easily freedom of movement to the ball and getting through your shots that much easier. What I'm going to do now is give you some professional players to help you view this in that light. When we're looking at the grip side of things, we're looking at a Graham Smith, a Steve Smith.
For me, over time, that's changed slightly. So I open this hand up a little bit and I close this hand off a little bit.
And a Faf du Plessis, who all had unorthodox ways of gripping the bat. When it comes to the stance side of things, we're going to use Kevin Peterson and Shivnarine Chanderpaul as examples here. Between them, they both averaged close to 50 in test match cricket, and there's no telling them that what they did was wrong. If you'd like to see some more bowling myths, hit that like button below, get us to 2,500 likes, and we'll release it within a week. Next up, we're going to be covering a strike rotation myth, specifically when it comes to playing the ball down to third man. A lot of coaches teach the players to open the face of the bat onto the ball to give it that access down to the third man region. We, however, don't agree with this, because as soon as you open the face of the bat, you're starting to promote the outside edge and giving yourself that much less of a chance to hit the middle of the bat, because there's less bat face going through the ball. What we'd like to coach is making sure that you get the head into line with the ball so you can track the ball all the way, and then playing on top of the ball with the full face of the bat. What this does is it gives you the control of having more bat face to hit the ball with, but at the same time making sure that you're hitting the ball down to eliminate the chances of being caught. Yet again, if we had to look at international cricketers that do this exceptionally well, we can look to no one other than Kane Williamson. The final myth that we'll be covering in this video is hitting the ball over the top, but specifically the way in which we get elevation through the shot. This isn't so much a myth as it is something that players tend to fall into to try and get that elevation. It's where they go about dropping the back leg into the shot and leaning back to allow the hands more upward swing. This, however, costs you a lot of power because all your momentum is going down and away from the point of contact. What we'd like to do is making sure that you're still in a strong position with the front leg going forward, the back leg nice and braced, and making contact just slightly earlier with the back going through, and making sure that it is a full complete swing to make sure that the elevation is there as well as the distance. For this, we are going to look at another sport that does this extremely well. And yeah, we are talking about baseball. They reference a lot about the L shape in their swing, where they have a nice big stride forward, but all the weight going to the contact point, hitting through it, and then at the end, the body turns into the L shape, thus maximizing the energy through the point of contact to get the distance that is required. If we have to bring it back to cricket, we're going to look now at making sure the weight goes into the ball with the front foot, hitting through. Once you've completed, you can have that little bit of a shift in the weight, but only after contact, because you need all that momentum to be into the ball with the contact to give us a chance of the maximum height and distance. Just to make sure that we all understand this, when we say leaning back, it is meaning that we're pulling our weight away from the point of contact and thus losing our power. Thank you very much for watching this video, and a big thank you to all the members that help make these videos possible. If you want to check out Cricket Myths version 1, over here.